What's up, friends? This is Manny and welcome to a special Sharanga video today where we run the new homing machine guns Discordia, even with one quantum sensor right here, to completely obliterate the enemy map. All the enemy robots, they just can't hide from these bendy bullets, and the damage output from the Sharanga with the overpower ability and 3 alpha weapons is insane. So let's show you the setup in use here. We have 3 onslaught reactors, 1 quantum sensor. We have 3 times Discordia, fully maxed here, and Yang Li as a Titan pilot, with pretty powerful Titan skills. Alright, so let's hop into gameplay and show you how an old Sharanga can turn the tide of a match when it is running these weapons, and when if it's deployed in the right space and maybe not completely focused by a bunch of Newtons at the same time. When you're allowed to actually perform with it, that is just insane. Living legend instantly, basically, alright? So, yeah, we're already on Rampage, we barely just began. Godlike. This Sharanga is on the battlefield for like 20 seconds now. Already at Godlike. Here comes a Seraph. Okay, he's hiding. He's safe for the moment. But that guy isn't, and Pop threw his last stand beyond Godlike. By the way, ladies and gents, if you enjoyed this gameplay here, through his last stand, Pop Living Legend, and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Also, I'm starting a new video series with Call of Duty Mobile, which is an amazing free-to-play game with no pay to win. So check that out also, the links are down in the description, pinned comment. I want to make more Call of Duty Mobile videos as well, and keep it aside from Warabots here on the channel. And also don't forget, we have a giveaway of 200 Dagon robots going on. Now this position here is really good, because even if the enemy is coming in there, they can't shoot me because I have a cover, and I can walk around the cover depending on where I'm getting shot from, and I can shoot over it and only show my weapons. And there comes already the first victim with a powerful Rook Titan here, okay? I'm regenerating my weapons firepower right now, then I'm activating full overpower and giving it everything I've got, and you see we're breaking through the physical shoots very quickly. He's reloading for a while. I'm even getting shot from behind, from Fulgur Tonans, I believe, but I'm able to survive it, at least for a while. And now with 40,000 HP, we're able to start putting some pressure back onto the guy who shot into my back. Actually, this is not Fulgur. Oh no, he's got 1 Fulgur on that. Okay, gotcha. Because I felt Fulgur Tonans, but yeah, it was just 1. Alright, and there is another Titan. It's a Heimdall, I would assume, from what I see. Hop, there it goes. Instantly destroyed. And just nobody's safe anywhere. Look, you can just hit anything on the map with these homing bullets. It is insane. And I would say this is maybe overpowered if you use this on the most broken Titans. On a Sharanga, I would say it's not really overpowered. It's more like, yeah, it's extremely powerful and dangerous. But of course, as soon as 2 Newtons spawn in and want this this Sharanga gone, they're gonna kill it. And there is already the first one coming. Shawnee over there to the top right, it's a Fulgur Tonans Newton. And he's ready to rock my gameplay. But for the moment, he is somehow interested in something else, and that is giving me the chance to shoot around the corner here and bend the bullets right at him. Of course, he's eventually going to lift me up, and that's just what I'm waiting for. Because if he lift me up, I can finally shoot him back, right? So wait for it, my battleship shield is ready. I'm giving it to myself, 300,000 HP, and pop, there he goes. I didn't even need the lift from him. But 9 million damage done with the Sharanga, 22 kills. I killed 22 robots in this gameplay. Can you believe it? It's completely insane, man. Yeah, so let's do this again on Dead City. I am strategically positioning this Sharanga in the center of the map, from where I can again reach everything with these homing machine guns. And even, Okokochi's down there, even in their abilities, they're actually taking a lot of damage. And then getting killed from the corrosion, the overtime damage that you stack while they're in their abilities. That is such a fun setup. And again, if you get focused out by the Fulgur Tonans, maybe 1 or maybe 2, your Sharanga life is going to be over pretty fast. So it's not really the thing that will kick every map. And you are seeing some kind of highlights where it really performed well. But then again, I recorded maybe 4 maps or 5, and I show you 4. So I think most of the gameplay I recorded ended up being really cool and good. So I was positively surprised by the Sharanga with these bendy bullets, because it allows you a different playstyle that doesn't require a line of sight. you can kill without having to expose yourself to counterfire in many situations. Again, the thing that you can't dodge or avoid are the Newtons with their stupid choke, but everything else you can kind of kill without needing to show yourself. And that is really a game changer for a Sharanga that is having a tremendous amount of firepower, but not too many ways to stay alive if you're getting into a face brawl, right? Look at this luchador there. Dude, he got completely snacked. And now I think another luchador is coming in with the Cinder weapon and a shotgun. Definitely not a meta lucha, but the firepower coming from this thing forces him into an early reflector pretty early on, and I can time him out through the reflector. And I think a Newton or something with full Guatonans is sneaking up on the right. Thankfully, he has not yet lifted me up. And I'm for now focusing the Indra for a second, and then I have to shift my attention to the Lucha coming from the side. Now I'm slowed from a battleship and the Indra is going in for a kill, and I'm timing him out as he's beginning to fire. He uses his next Transcendence phase shift after I activate my battleship shield, stay alive for a few more seconds. He uses the last shift, and with the maximum firepower coming from the Sharanga here, I'm brawling him away. I think I was even able to dodge one of his shots there. Now we can snack that Titan as well, that Newton. Again, if he had interfered with the battle and lifted me up, all that would have ended pretty fast, right? The choke single-handedly can end your gameplay with leaving you completely chanceless, no matter the level of your skills. And that's what I hate about this thing, and that's why it needs to change. But you see, this Sharanga placed in the middle of the map can defend itself even against multiple attacking Titans and come out with 8 million damage done. Back on Valley, nope, Factory, nope, yeah, no, yeah, Factory. We can kill a couple of more Newtons. We immediately get counter-suppressed by the Newtons, but that leaves me resistant to further suppression going forward. And that was one full Newton that we just completely deleted, right? He spawned in front of us. I don't know which one of our players he lifted. Thankfully, it was not me, and I completely snacked him away. With the damage output coming from these three Discordias, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to be on the receiving end of this. Then I find another Newton walking in from the side, and we're focusing him down pretty fast. Pop, there goes the kill. I time out the reflecting Minos in front of me and focusing the next Newton. And while I focus the next Newton, another Newton spawns in. These things, the game is freaking infested with these things. And that's why they are always focus prime targets for me. I hate these things with a passion that I have to focus them out as soon as possible. Eventually I get killed. That Minos behind me had a lot of fun with the backside of my Sharanga. But I took down 3 or 4 Newtons and I call that a success. And there is a Seraph, no, an Aether Titan flying in the air. And we pop him, even in his ability, which again, this is ridiculous. The Aether isn't even an old Titan, same as the Seraph isn't an old robot. The fact that they can simply be killed in their ability is completely ridiculous. That should not be the case, Pixonic. You should change that very quickly. Now, the Imugi isn't a thing when you have Quantum Sensor, obviously, and especially when you have homing bullets, but I think the minimum aiming range is around 250 meters. I think between 220 and 250, it seems they start to aim in. Between under 220 meters, I think, from what I gathered, the weapons no longer home in, so you shoot just past the enemy if you're trying to curve the shots. So let's try and focus down this... Alright, never mind, he's already gone. And that Seraph up there, again, is nothing. Even his last stand and ability combined can't keep him alive. I mean, how ridiculous is that? Another Seraph and another Seraph. Wow, there's a lot of Seraphs here. And I guess this is why they have been nerfed to oblivion, because there were enough of them have been sold, the money was made, and now they can be destroyed by Pixonic. That is a business model that will destroy this game. We've already seen this happen for years and years, so yeah, people's confidence in making purchases is getting smaller and smaller, and I can understand. That's also why I say, ladies and gents, just don't freaking buy stuff in the game anymore. Just don't do it. It's gonna get nerfed as soon as enough sales were made, and that is, you wouldn't buy a car, a 6-cylinder, that later gets an update, a software update, and suddenly it runs on 3 cylinders. You wouldn't accept that either. So why are you accepting it in War Robots? just stop making purchases in the game until Pixonic gets their head straight and remembers how to treat their playing customer base. Not just the paying ones, the playing ones as well, as they make up the necessary number to keep the game even relevant on the Play Store and so on, right? And one very important thing of that, I'm sorry to say it, Pixonic has to be, is stopping to nerf content that was previously sold. Take a look at your colleagues at Wargaming, World of Tanks. They know how to handle it. They are absolutely refusing to touch and rebalance premium vehicles that were sold for money. They will not do it. They completely, if it was a little bit too powerful, it will stay too powerful. Simple as that. They will not touch premium vehicles and rebalance them and nerf them later. So if you obtain a premium vehicle in World of Tanks that is really strong, you know it's going to be strong now and it's going to be strong later. You can rely on that. And that gives you as a paying customer confidence to make some purchases. To drop a couple of bucks more here and there, because you know you're gonna have fun with that for a long time. And exactly that paying confidence is not here in War Robots anymore for the reason of that subsequent nerfing, right? Just look at the success story and the success of Wargaming, your colleagues Pixonic, and see what they do right, and just learn from that. Why not? And just to show you that I know exactly what I'm talking about, this right here is my own World of Tanks account that I have played for more than 10 years, ladies and gentlemen. I am a so-called super unicum among the top 0.something% of players. Although I am playing a little less recently, I have played World of Tanks a lot more than War Robots. And I can tell you, I also spent a lot more money on it because I like to play this game, and I know that what I spend it on, I can keep and I enjoy. I have rare clan war vehicles such as the 907. I have very powerful premium tanks such as, for example, this one right here. It is known to be an extremely powerful premium tier 8 vehicle with heavy armor, heavy damage output, and so on, but it will never get nerfed, and I can rely on that, and that gives me the confidence I need to make purchases in this game. I also have extremely rare premium tanks where only 20 or 30,000 were sold, and only the first 10,000, so you had to be in the first minutes of when they were sold, got a unique skin with a unique number, and this is my number, and only I have this number on this vehicle. So when I play around and my teammates are dead and they're following me and watching what I do, they will see me drive around with this unique number that only I have. Wargaming knows exactly how to make you enjoy what you've purchased in the game, and they're extremely good at that, and there is so much that Pixonic could learn from them. For those of you who are World of Tanks players, I'm just going to show you all my tanks real quick down in the bottom in case you want to stop here. For example, the very popular and also kind of hated Cobra, right? This one and many others that are even hard to get, or some of them you can't even get anymore, which also makes them more special. And yeah, so that is what 10 years of World of Tanks looks like for me. Yeah, free to play, done right, just like that. Anyways, back in the original Sharanga match here, let's continue to destroy a couple of more robots here from the enemy team. We're already heavily in the lead with the Sharanga being, again, positioned relatively centered in the map, reaching pretty much anywhere, and I'm always waiting for something to spawn behind me. Somehow, so far, not happening, but it will be happening just in a minute. So look at the damage coming in from anywhere on the map. I have two absorber shield robots in front of me. I can only time out one of them, which I chose was the Demeter. Typically a good choice to time out the Demeter, because that disables the shield temporarily, and you can shoot the other robot that he's trying to protect. In that case, the other robot also has an absorber shield. Then comes a nice, powerful Heimdall with the lasers. I time him out just as he's beginning to shoot again. I also was suppressed, so it was a very good timeout. Now I'm hiding behind the wall, he can't shoot me, and pop goes the Heimdall. Anyways, what do you think about the points I raised regarding World of Tanks and Pixonic Wargaming, right? Looking at what they do right, making changes, because it's not too late. There are still players in the game. That means it's not too late and you can turn things around. You just need to want it. And also, let me know what you think about the Sharanga with this setup. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Manny signing off. Bye-bye.